Right now on News 10 ABC at 4, a man falls to his death while climbing at Thatcher State Park. The latest on the investigation.
Plus, roads reopen in Kinderhook after a tanker rolled over, spilling oil into the streets.
And we're learning more about a massive fire that ripped through part of the Jersey Shore boardwalk. News 10 ABC at 4 starts right now.
Dedicated, determined, dependable. This is News 10 ABC at 4.
Good afternoon. I'm Lydia Colbita.
And I'm Elisa Streeter. Thank you for joining us.
The name of the man found dead at Thatcher State Park this morning has not been released, but we do know he's 42. He's from the city of Rensselaer, and according to police, he apparently died while climbing the escarpment.
It is our top story at 4, and News 10's Nicole Lally has more on the investigation.
A tragic story here at Thatcher State Park this morning. The Albany County Sheriff's Department as well as state police spending much of the morning here setting up a staging area after a man was found several feet below down a cliff. What we can tell you at this point is that the man was climbing on the Indian Ladder Trail when he apparently fell. He was found wearing climbing harnesses sometime before 8 o'clock this morning. Now, rock climbing is prohibited at the park. If you have been to this area of the park, you know there are a number of steep cliffs and drop-offs. And the man's name has not been released. He's only being identified as a 42-year-old man from Rensselaer. And we did see the coroner as well as a black van leaving just about 10:30 this morning. Reporting at Thatcher Park, I'm Nicole Lally for News 10 ABC.
New at 4, a state of emergency has been lifted and all roads are back open this hour in Kinderhook after an overturned tanker forced police to shut down the roads for hours yesterday. It all happened around noon when a long energy tanker rolled over, spilling heating oil at the Route 9 and 9H roundabout. Police say the cause of the accident? The driver was going too fast for conditions. State police issued the driver a speeding ticket, and the Department of Environmental Conservation charged the driver with release of hazardous substances to the environment in the 4th degree. The tanker carried 8,000 gallons of oil. Officials say an undisclosed amount leaked out, but most of it has been contained, and they assure residents that drinking water has not been contaminated. Now, although roads are back open, the DEC says there's a lot of work still to be done.
We still have to go through and remove any contaminated soil and material. We have to work around the traffic. We have to work around the businesses that are here operating during the day. And then once it gets into the water, it's a slow process to recover it off the surface of the water.
News 10's Jennifer Lee will have much more on this story coming up on News 10 at 5 and 6.
2 new details now on that massive fire that destroyed dozens of buildings along the Jersey Shore. Fire officials say they're treating the blaze as suspicious. At the same time, business owners of the wrecked and much beloved stretch of the New Jersey boardwalk are already thinking about rebuilding. ABC's Wendy Gillette has the very latest.
The inferno consumed 4 blocks of the iconic New Jersey boardwalk, extinguishing the dreams of about 30 business owners. It was a devastating and overwhelming end to a summer that started with such promise. Many business owners in Seaside Heights and Seaside Park had rushed to rebuild and reopen after Superstorm Sandy battered the Jersey Shore, just in time for the all-important tourist season.
It was just horrible. Coming over the bridge, it looked like the entire town was on fire. And just unimaginable, the flames and the heat that you felt.
At the height of the massive fire, more than 400 firefighters battled the flames and huge plumes of smoke. There were only about 100 left this morning, pouring thousands of gallons of water on hot spots. Winds up to 30 miles per hour helped fan the flames last night.
With the wind conditions that we had, what our guys on the front lines went through, and I have to tell you, they went through hell more than once.
Firefighters removed part of the boardwalk to build a makeshift sand dune to contain the fire. New plans to rebuild are already underway.
Our job now, once the investigation is complete, is to move aggressively into this area, take down the buildings that need to be taken down and remove them, and begin to do everything we can to assist the business owners to rebuild.
2 officials tell ABC News the fire is being considered suspicious, even though the investigation is still in the early stages. The fire caused at least $2 million in damage. Wendy Gillette, ABC News, Seaside Heights, New Jersey.
The Red Cross is helping residents following an early morning fire in Albany. Fire officials tell News 10 they responded to the call just after 6:20 this morning for a fire at 30 Grandview Terrace. There were 3 people inside the home when the flames broke out, but they all made it out safely. The fire, which officials say started in the kitchen, damaged the back of the home. The cause is still under investigation.
Convicted murderer Christopher Porco loses his latest attempt at getting a new hearing. A judge denied his request for appeal, which argues Porco's defense team did not do enough during the several appeal attempts made since his 2006 conviction. Porco was found guilty of murdering his father, Peter, and trying to kill his mother, Joan. New York's highest court has also upheld Porco's conviction.
On this gray and dreary afternoon, let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a storm tracker update. When can we see some sun, Tim?
I know, that's the big question, Lydia, and the showers unfortunately continue to persist in the Hudson Valley. But the weekend right now, as we've been promising, is looking very, very beautiful. In fact, let's check out the showers right now. Your storm tracker high definition radar shows in the Hudson Valley primarily is where a lot of the action continues to fall. We'll go ahead, we'll put a storm track on this because we are getting an indication that maybe there is a cloud to ground lightning stroke in and around Saratoga Springs with a heavier downpour over towards SPAC. Otherwise, it's mainly light rain showers as you make your way down the Northway from basically Moreau and South Glens Falls, all the way down the Northway through exit 12 and 11 into Clifton Park. You make your way into portions of Washington County over toward the Eagle Bridge, down through Rensselaer County into Pittstown, the Tom Hannock Reservoir back into Troy. Some more showers still in and around Albany. Jump the river over toward East Greenbush, and we still have a few showers on basically the east side of the Hellerbergs down into the Greene County Catskills, and a few showers as well. Chatham, basically south of the Berkshire Spur across Columbia County. So in your forecast as we head through this evening, these showers will gradually come to an end. Then we look for some clearing on the overnight period, especially Mohawk Valley, Capital District, southern Vermont points south. Down to 38 Indian Lake, 44 at Saratoga Springs, 49 in Albany. Mixed sun and clouds for Saturday, a bit breezy, a high of 67. Nice for Sunday and a high of 71. More details about your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast coming up later in the newscast. Lydia?
We'll see you then. Thank you, Tim. You know, we had a lot of rain yesterday, but nothing like what they're seeing out west, where the rain is finally letting up in Colorado, giving authorities there a better look at the damaged floodwaters left behind.
Still ahead, we're going to take a look at all of that devastation.
And flying for less than $10 sounds like a dream come true, but it wasn't just a dream for some United Airlines customers. I'll tell you why they got such a deep discount.
And more on the outrageous way one father showed his daughter why he cares about how she dresses. You're watching News 10 at 4.